What's going up, bull runners? Welcome back to the channel. Today we have a treasure trove of updates that could shake the foundation of the crypto world. From groundbreaking moves in XRP to seismic shifts in the US policy, you won't want to miss a second of this. So the most exciting news for XRP right now, obviously, is that Ripple has just received approval from the New York Department of Financial Services for its stablecoin, RL USD, which operates on the XRP ledger. And here's the kicker: every transaction burns XRP, reducing its supply and potentially driving up its value. This could be another catalyst that XRP can adopt that breaks its current price ceiling, but also poses the challenge of managing supply effectively in a rapidly growing ecosystem. We'll dive much more into that. We're also going to be taking a look at some massive major moves in XRP whale wallets. These aren't your average transactions, and these might be signaling some big institutional interest or strategic repositioning by major holders. This presents both an opportunity for price surges due to increased liquidity and the problem of potential market manipulation. We're also going to dive into the fact that Texas lawmakers are considering legislation to make Bitcoin part of their state's reserve assets. This could legitimize the foundation of finance in Texas, offering a solution to diversify state financial reserves away from traditional currencies. Also in major political / crypto news, Trump rang the bell at the New York Stock Exchange today. Donald Trump, soon to be the 47th president, rang the opening bell at the NYSE, a symbolic gesture that could signal a pro-crypto stance for this upcoming administration. Plus, is the SEC trying to screw us again? We're going to dive into this. Gary Gensler is out, but they're trying to push something behind the scenes that you need to be aware of. These developments aren't just news, they're happening right now, and they will affect your crypto holdings. From XRP's potential supply shock to Bitcoin's new role in the state reserves, we have a ton to cover in today's video. And I also have a special bonus for you. If you stick around till the end of this video, I'm going to give you an exclusive sneak peek into our new crypto community platform, Altcoin Pro. Inside of Altcoin Pro, you're going to get professional insider access to market insights, early investment tips, and community of like-minded crypto enthusiasts. So if you're feeling bullish about this current bull run, let me know by commenting down below 777. And if you're going to be the first millionaire in your family tree, confirm that by smashing subscribe. And don't forget to stick around till the end of this video too, because we are going to cover the charts for XRP. We got some really important support and resistance levels to cover that are going to be coming up in the next day or two. If you were awake early enough this morning or you've checked your news headlines, you will know that President-elect Trump did ring in the New York Stock Exchange opening bell. But on top of that, he has been named the Time Person of the Year, which is really interesting to me because of the fact that every news media and even worldwide news media, every pundit out there was calling this man literal Hitler, and now they're celebrating him by letting him open the opening bell and Times Person of the Year. Absolutely blows my mind. Now, personally, super excited about him and his administration coming in because they are going to be so crypto positive, so pro-business, and some really important things need to change in this world for sure. And we need to see America leading the way in that fight. What you're noticing, obviously, is that crypto is now becoming more political. Now, back in the day, crypto was to fight against the establishment, fight against government, and so on and so forth. Essentially, well, not even really the government, because the Federal Reserve is not a government agency, but crypto was designed to overcome inflation, to overcome the nonstop printing of money by a hard value asset, money. But obviously it has evolved. We've got governments adopting it. We have states adopting, we're going to show you today. We also have institutions adopting not just Bitcoin, but other cryptocurrency as well. And this was a really interesting post here by Cointelegraph. Latest, Donald Trump's crypto portfolio is now worth $8.3 million, up $1.5 million in the past week. This was posted at basically 1 o'clock, December 11th. And you can see he has Trog, ETH, WETH, Trump, GUA, USDC, Rio, and TUA. Cointelegraph then does a follow-up post essentially a little bit later, and we're seeing here Donald Trump's crypto portfolio is now worth over $15 million, up over $6 million since yesterday. And we can still see he holds TROG, ETH, WETH, Trump, GUA, USDC, RIO, and TUA. Interestingly enough, in this public wallet that we see here, we notice there is a couple of cryptos missing there. There's no Bitcoin. There is no XRP in this guy's wallet. So what he does have is a junk ton of Ethereum. So what is he banking on with this Ethereum? He currently holds nearly 1,000 Ethereum, currently worth about $4 million. The interesting thing is his largest position is TROG. And when we take a quick look over here on Dex Screener, we can see why that has exploded, because today TROG is up over 249%. Now, the interesting thing is the market cap here is $15 million. The liquidity available is $993. So in reality, if he tried to sell his TROG, which is worth $8 million, you can see that there is no liquidity in here. And you're seeing a lot of people have this same scenario with many coins out there, right? They become a millionaire overnight, but they can't actually sell the token because there's no liquidity. Obviously, Trump could dump all of these tokens. He'd be able to cash out for some. But the reality is this is probably a marketing ploy, very smart marketing ploy, by the way. So TROG finds out the public wallet address for Trump, and then he ends up sending them a whole bunch of the supply. If you remember, Shiba Inu did that with Vitalik Buterin, sending him half of the supply at one point. Then Vitalik ends up sending it to a burn wallet, disappearing all of those coins, and Shiba Inu goes on to run, and it would have been worth billions of dollars. So something similar here. He's up a significant amount, $8 million or $6 million since yesterday. And that $6 million that he's up is basically in the TROG. And if you want to check this coin out, you can. I do not own any TROG, but you can go to Dex Screener, type in TROG, T-R-O-G. There are a lot of different TROGs, so be careful out there. The one that I saw with the largest market cap is right here, 15 million. You also have this one at 4 million, but the liquidity is, or 14 million, liquidity of $3, right? So you got to be careful. Make sure you pick the right token. And this looks like to be the right one because it has the most amount of liquidity and it also has the most amount of market cap. And when you click on it, it had an absolute moonshot today. Interestingly enough, its all-time high is not reached yet. The all-time high for TROG is all the way up here at $49 million market cap. We can take the price. So when I'm looking at meme coins, by the way, I do look at them based on the actual market cap instead of pricing typically, because it's just easier to track. And that's where the whales like to sell, is at an even number on market cap. So as we can see here, it's currently sitting at quad 03, 0001 is as high as it's got. So at 8-0, and then all of a sudden people started taking massive profits. It's been dead for quite some time. This is on the daily chart. It launched back in on June 2024. It's having a nice move to the upside today. So switched back to market cap, currently sitting at 15 market cap. The top is 49 million. So right before it got to 50 million market cap, they all started exiting out. But even if it gets back to 45, you know, you're looking at a 3x here, but be very careful when you're playing with coins like this. Very low liquidity, but it is locked actually. I mean, so in fact, let's do this. So what we're going to do, we're going to take the Dex Screener contract and we're going to copy this. And we're going to go over to GMGN, paste it in here and search the ETH contract. And there it is. All right, cool. So that's another smart thing that you got to make sure you're checking there. Obviously, I mess around with Solana coins now, mainly. I don't really mess with Ethereum coins. We're on the ETH now. We've got the audit says it's safe of safe, so it's not a honeypot. Contract verified, renounced contract, locked liquidity. People can sell. Zero risk of a honeypot. 0 of 70 snipers available. Holders hold 13.3% blue chips as well. 6,000 holders. However, this is not good. That is not good at all. So the top 10 of these people hold over 58% of the tokens. So interesting there. And I know we just briefly went through that quick little search on how to find coins, how to check contracts, everything like that. What I will highly recommend that you do is jump over to www.bullrunners.com. If you want to learn more about altcoins. You want to learn more about meme coins, how to search them, find out if they're good. Altcoin Pro University, we just launched this. We have 905 members already just in this month. We're currently listing this out at $97. The price is going up to $197 starting in January. So get in now. You'll be grandfathered in forever. Join the community. If you don't like it, there is a 100% money back guarantee as well. But it's a lot of fun in there. Everyone's chatting. Like right now, 21 people are inside talking, finding out what's going on. We have a classroom here to teach you anything and everything you want. So go check it out, www.bullrunners.com. Boom. And if you are going to get TROG, make sure you get it on Ethereum. It's definitely overbought right now, but it's got a narrative and it's running. And not bad to have the mascot, Mr. Donald Trump. All right, now let's jump into the big topic here, which is Ripple's RL USD. Will it be burning coins? I was very excited about this. I wanted to do a little more digging, get some more information here. So jumped into Grok to find out what's going on. And the introduction of Ripple's RL USD stablecoin has sparked discussions about its impact on XRP, particularly regarding whether RL USD will burn XRP. And here's a nuanced look at the situation. XRP burn mechanism, which it already does have. So we do know that XRP does have a burn mechanism built in where a small amount of XRP is destroyed with every transaction on the XRP ledger, XRPL, and to prevent spam and maintain network integrity. This burn rate is minuscule per transaction, but could accumulate with increased network usage. And that's why you keep on hearing everyone talk about how exciting they get about, oh, the volume of XRP is up, the volume this, the volume that. Is because the more volume, the more transactions, the more it can burn. But as you also know, why do you use XRP? Because when you use it, it costs very little. The transaction fees are so small. So burning will need a significant amount of trading volume coming in. And will RL USD help us with that? The relationship between RL USD and XRP is more about complementary rather than competition. RL USD is designed to enhance the utility of XRPL by providing a stablecoin option for transactions. Since every RL USD transaction will be on XRPL and it would still use XRP for transaction fees, this inherently means that the more activity could lead to more XRP being burnt. However, this burn would not be directly from RL USD, but from the transaction fees it facilitates with XRP. How are people feeling about it? What's the market sentiment and what's the speculation out there? Well, there's significant speculation around RL USD's launch and how it might affect XRP's price and supply. Some believe that higher network activity due to RL USD could indirectly increase XRP's demand and price, potentially offsetting any burns. Conversely, others worry that RL USD captures significant market share. It might reduce the necessity of XRP for certain use cases, although this seems less likely given XRP's role as a bridge currency and gas token. What about the regulatory and adoption factors? Well, the success for RL USD is boosting XRP's burn rate or price would heavily depend on regulatory approval and institutional adoption. Ripple's focus on compliance and institutional markets could lead to increased XRPL usage, thereby indirectly affecting XRP's burn rate. However, the stablecoin market is competitive, and RL USD's impact will be contingent on how well it integrates and is adopted within Ripple's ecosystem. So TLDR, in summary, RL USD won't directly burn XRP in the sense of taking XRP out of circulation as part of its design. Instead, it might lead to more XRPL transactions, which would burn more XRP due to the existing fee mechanism. However, the actual impact on XRP supply and price will depend on broader adoption, regulatory outcomes, and how these two assets are used in tandem within Ripple's payment solutions. Now, speaking of regulatory outcomes, we have to go check out this SEC situation. They may be screwing us again.
Let me explain what just happened here. I just walked out of a Senate Banking Committee meeting where Chairman Sherrod Brown tried a ruse trick where he brought in two new members of the committee, Schiff and Kim. Just added them in the dark of night last night. They've never met nor vetted the candidates that he brought forward. The candidate that he wanted to jam through, Caroline Crenshaw, the most anti-crypto, anti-markets, pro-ESG candidate they could possibly put forward. There's no way she'd withstand proper vetting. This is a backroom deal that Sherrod Brown, in his last move as chair of the Senate Banking Committee, is trying to jam through. I let my Democrat colleagues know I will have no sympathy on their complaints about our vetting process in the coming Congress, because we at least want to vet our people. They're trying to slide this person through without proper vetting. This has got to stop. This is why the American people voted for Donald Trump, for a Senate majority here, and for a majority in the House.
Yes, you heard that right. The SEC is trying to screw us again. Just now, Sherrod Brown tried to install Biden's anti-crypto climate activist SEC nominee with an 11th hour backroom deal. A word of warning to my Democratic colleagues: I will have no sympathy for your crocodile tears when we move our nominees through at light speed next year. And here is an update on the Crenshaw nomination. The Senate Banking Committee has temporarily postponed the vote on extremist Caroline Crenshaw nomination to the SEC. While the vote is delayed, it isn't dead. Senators need to continue to hear how the community won't stand for a commissioner that is plain anti-crypto. Tell them they should listen to the voters who gave them a crypto mandate and not the increasingly isolated Liz Warren. So as you know, politically right now, Joe Biden and his cronies have been trying to install people behind the scenes before Trump gets in and takes over. These people could be nominated in their positions and appointed to their positions, and they could be there literally for years and years with no way of firing them. So right now, the Senate Banking Committee is fighting back against this. The great thing is, if they can continue to delay this vote for just a couple more days when Congress goes to recess, meaning they go home for vacation, then they won't be able to push this through at all until Trump gets back in office and he'll be able to appoint his new SEC chair. And they're not trying to necessarily install her as the lead or the chairman of the entire process, but they're trying to put her in there because that would overthrow the potential Republican dominance in the SEC, and it would shift towards the anti-crypto side of things with her in place. And just in Texas, State Rep Giovanni Carpeligione officially files bill to establish a strategic Bitcoin reserve for the state of Texas. Very big deal there. This is something I wanted to cover with you guys as well. And if you are on Crypto X, Crypto Twitter, whatever you want to do, make sure you're following Whale Alert. Pretty important stuff they post out, significant. We got 200 million XRP or $485 million transferred from unknown wallet to unknown wallet. So this could be me selling XRP to you. But this is a big move because are they about to accumulate this XRP or are they going to send it somewhere to where they can dump it on us? Another big whale alert here, $201 million USDT was transferred from Tether Treasury to Kraken, because if you know, you know, Tether just continues to print money out of thin air, which is USDT, and now they've sent it to Kraken. Typically, though, when new money is minted on Tether, price goes up because they need to be able to handle the liquidity. Another major whale alert here, 600 Bitcoin, $59 million transferred from Coinbase to unknown wallet. So that is a positive thing for the crypto space because someone bought 600 from Coinbase and it was shipped off. Because if you remember, the way it works is we only use centralized exchanges for on-ramps, off-ramps. And by the way, this video is pure entertainment only. This is not financial advice. Do not buy or sell anything that you hear on this channel. It's for entertainment education only. Anything we talk about on this channel, all these coins, they could all end up going to zero and you have to do your own research. But what happens is people go to on-ramp, onto crypto, right? So you have to go to Coinbase, you have to go to Kraken, you have to go to Uphold, you have to go to crypto.com and buy your coins there. Now, typically, when you're new to crypto, you'll probably store all of your coins there as well. That means you are trusting the custody of your crypto with those exchanges, which could be very dangerous. So you're more than likely going to want to get yourself a wallet, a Trust wallet, a MetaMask wallet, a Zamin wallet. Any one of those wallets, go ahead and do some research on that. Get a wallet, transfer it out. Or if you're new to crypto, you don't know how to do any of that, not a problem. Just go to bullrunners.com, and join us over here at Altcoin Pro. Again, all of this is covered in the classrooms. We have weekly calls every single week. There was one this morning. We have one also on Mondays. We go over all things crypto for you. If you have questions, you can even ask them. We have the community over here, announcements that go out all the time, general discussion, market updates, altcoin picks. But the reason that I mentioned not holding your coins on centralized exchanges is because it can be very dangerous. For example, and this is like the fourth person that I've seen something like this, so that's why I wanted to bring it up to you today. But Coinbase has restricted my account without any explanation, and support refuses to provide clarity. As a paying Coinbase One customer with over $2 million in inaccessible assets, I'd appreciate an immediate explanation. This is very, very scary, right? Because this guy, Eric Stevens, over here on X.com, has all this money locked up over at Coinbase. And what if this is the pop? What if this is the top, right? What if this is the peak? We're reached 100K, which you never know, right? But what if 100K, $104,000 Bitcoin was the peak? His Bitcoin's locked up. It's at $2 million worth of money right now. We have a pullback to 60K. This guy's going to end up losing hundreds of thousands of dollars potentially, and he can't even get his coins out. That's why you got to be very careful out there, and you should hold it on a different scenario, because then you would be able to transfer your money onto this and off-ramp it, right? So if you were holding this in a separate cold storage wallet or hot wallet outside, you wouldn't have any issues with this. You'd be able to transfer some into Coinbase, some into crypto.com, some into Kraken, whatever, and sell it off. Now, in reality, you should be able to transfer it all in and sell it all off. But is Coinbase having issues? Because there's been a lot of this type of stuff going on lately, specifically with Coinbase. Income Shark says, Coinbase is the worst and it's getting worse. I moved to Robinhood. Thanks for playing. Game over, basically. That's freaking jacked up. In the spirit of generosity and transparency, it's vital that platforms like Coinbase uphold and trust their community. Hopium Poppy, your voice deserves to be heard. Heard people are having to wait 3 to 4 years with no response. Coinbase crashing out. Bro, same, literally today. And in a sad announcement here, Justin, only 0.55% of Microsoft shareholders voted in favor of Bitcoin investment proposal. Absolutely mind-blowing, in my opinion. Technology company that is just completely shunning the technology of money. They're probably just waiting for it to reach $1 million so then they can buy it at $1 million and then waste to shareholders' money. And as we've been hearing, Trump wants to reform the taxes here in the United States, but take a look at this. Breaking: Argentine President Javier Milei announces a structural tax reform that will eliminate 90% of taxes. And this absolutely is amazing because he also just announced that his government is no longer in debt. So as you know, we're the United States trillions of dollars in debt. Well, their government is now out of debt, which is absolutely insane. Since his victory, Argentine president has fired 5,000 government employees, eliminated 380,000 government regulations, eliminated 12 of 21 cabinet posts, opened up the oil industry, proposed welfare cuts for people who block roads. Now, does this sound familiar? Does that sound like something that needs to happen in the United States? Do we have a president coming in that wants to do these types of things? Yes, absolutely. So we'll see. United States could be debt-free. Really interesting. All right, guys. So let's take a look now at XRP. Where are we going? Are we going up? Are we going down? We could be going both ways. So let's take a look. First and foremost, we talked about this for the last several days. We need to stay above this 10 exponential moving average, which luckily we pushed above it 2 days ago. Yesterday we held it. Today's candle is sitting above it barely. We're currently 2 hours left in this candle. So when you're watching this, this candle will have been changed over. This is the December 12th candle, but you'll be on the December 13th candle. But we do need to continue holding this. We are finishing nicely this consolidation to the side. As we take a look at our money flow indicator, it has gotten up severe to where it does need a little bit of a pullback, and we're starting to notice that. But the good news is our VWAP down here has curled back to the upside. And as we were talking about, we need to see this cross back over the zero line. So the zero line is right here. And once this crosses back to the zero line, we get bullish. Now, what you'll notice, though, heading back up to the zero line is also better than going down, obviously, right? Because if we're going down, as you can see, price comes down. We kind of came back up, price comes back down. But when we take a look at here, when the VWAP was heading up and it got above the zero line, it continued to crank. So when the VWAP down here and also the momentum line are heading in the same direction, we get the moves to the upside. This is obviously on a larger time frame, the daily. In order to find out where we're going, we go back in history and we're going to put a horizontal line, obviously at our all-time high here, $3.31. That is where we want to go, right? The price needs to get back, break its previous all-time high. However, we did make a severe move to the upside, high velocity move to the upside, 400% gains, very exciting. When we turn on our fair value gap here, it does leave us a little bit of a scenario, okay? And that is that we have targets to the downside. You can see that the targets that were this fair value gap here was filled. This fair value gap here was filled. In fact, when we look on the weekly chart, you can see it didn't quite get to the fill of this fair value gap. This is where I thought price would be coming to, $1.62, and it very likely could still come to this level. But with the momentum that the market is seeing, with the fact that Trump just rang the bell, with the fact that institutions are continuing to buy, I still think that we are not done with the bull run, and we don't need that dramatic of a pullback. I mean, in reality, from where we were to the bottom of this candle here, that was a 35% pullback, 34.64. That's a pretty drastic pullback. And I know that a lot of people out there watching were suffering through that, and it was not a very exciting time. Might have been your first ever pullback in a bull market. But I want to remain optimistic. And so optimism kicks in when we remain above this 10 exponential moving average on the daily charts. If we lose it, then we would potentially be coming back to this level here and tapping off the 30 exponential moving average at the $1.80 level. When we get rid of the fair value gaps, the other way we could test this is by changing over to Heikin-Ashi candles and going to a smaller time frame like the hourly. So if we go back in the past, this is, let's say, for example, well, obviously we know price is above it, but we don't know where price is going. But if we go back in the past, we can see where price ran up, had a red break, ran up, had a red break, ran up, red break, ran up, red break. In fact, this was that sideways trading until it came and hit the 10 exponential moving average on the daily. We're looking at a smaller time frame here of the hourly. But what we're going to do is we're going to go and take where those breaks are. So our highest red candle amongst all of this green is this candle right here. So this is an extreme level of support to the downside. If we were to lose this level, then we would come down to here. And then if we lose that level, we'll come down to here. Okay. And we'll turn them red because these are support. We do not want to see this. We don't want to see ourselves coming back to those levels. But look what happened. Price came back into this level and that support, which you can see this is a pretty major support, right? Because it happened once, twice, 3 times before finally breaking out here. Well, it tapped it once, came back up, and it really dipped into there. What happened is there's a buy-sell war going on right here. Buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, right? So a lot of buyers here, but a lot of people were also selling at this level, taking profits from that 50-cent entry potentially. Well, when it ran away from here, there were still buyers down here. That, oh, I wish I would have been able to buy. So a lot of people put buy orders right here. Price hit it, it bought up. Price hit it here, it bought up nicely. So that's going to be our support levels to the downside. We even have a really most recent downside support level, which is going to be this candle right here. And if we lose this, then realistically, we could either come back to one of these here, or we might be getting back into one of these really heavy areas of support where lots of buying is. So right now we're just chop city, right? Now the same thing happened here. When this price kept going up, there was a bunch of sellers, chop city, buys and sells, buys and sells, buys and sells up here. But let's go ahead and take a look to the upside where price could be going if we do make it to the upside. Our most recent highest green candle is this one right here. And since it's to the upside and we want price to go up, we'll go ahead and color this in green. And we can give you the actual level. So this level here is $2.56 is where we're going to run into the next level of resistance. Right now we're on a support level and it's currently sitting at $2.37. If we lose 237, we're in trouble. If we lose this full level of 228. So basically, if we break below $2.27, the reality is it's probably coming back down to $2 again, $1.99, $1.95, something like that. However, we are starting to get some bullish posture in the market here. It got really bullish after the announcement of RL USD was announced, and then it chopped sideways because a lot of people were like trying to get out of this position. So right now we're trying to get rid of these paper hands. Everyone who wants to sell and take profit, get the frick out so we can continue moving up. That's really the scenario. Now, what's also interesting, this level here also has confluence with these levels here. So if we take this and we mark off this box here, you can see this was an area of interest, but it failed. This right here got in there, failed, got in here, failed. So we can even remove this one because it was a failed breakout on this level. And that gives us the next target of $2.56. But it has to fight through all of this trash right here. So price has to get a nice volumized candle, get some good velocity like we had yesterday about this same time, right? So, or 2 days ago, sorry, when price surged up, the announcement of RL USD. Then it kind of got boring and just kind of traded sideways. We need to get another velocity to put us back into this level. So right now, over the next 24 to 48 hours, what I'm watching for is we have to hold above $2.28. Otherwise, there's potential falling back to $1.95. We would like to see instead a surge, a nice velocity candle coming up so we get back to 256, break through this extreme sell-off spot here, and get above $2.70 and create a nice support level. But regardless of whatever's going on in the charts in the markets, everyone right now wants more money in their pocket to be able to put into the market. And we here at the Bull Runners have something that you can do to help.
Hey Bull Runners, this is super time sensitive, especially if you're looking to stack more crypto before the bull run is over. Did you know that Visa and MasterCard lost a $5.5 billion class action lawsuit for imposing unfair fees on merchants and business owners? So if you own a business or if you know any business owners that process payments with Visa or MasterCard between 2004 and 2019, that's 15 years, you could actually be owed a refund of 1 to 1.5% of your total revenue from that period. That's a lot of money. For example, this business that generated 1.6 million in credit card revenue during those years is getting back $28,000. This business that generated over 7 million is getting back $93,000. And this business that generated over $20 million during those years is getting back over $320,000. That's money they didn't even know was on the table. And all they did was fill out a form through the link below this video. It literally takes less than a minute to see if you qualify, but you don't want to wait too long because the deadline to file is February 4th, 2025. So the sooner that you fill out the form below, the sooner that you can reclaim what's rightfully yours. Plus, if you don't have a business, you can actually earn 3% by referring businesses that do qualify by creating your affiliate account through the link below. So this is a no-brainer way to get money back in your pocket to use for your business, or if you want to use it for crypto or other assets to invest in, you can do that. So click the link below. Let's get you paid.